Identifying personal values is an essential aspect of envisioning your future. For the purpose of this model, we refer to values as individual beliefs that motivate people to act, serving as a guide for human behavior. It can be from valuing honesty to have a good life-work balance. Once again, we recommend you to have your notebook and a pen to write. And of course, feel free to pause the video whenever you want and do the activity at your own pace. So, based on the information you have gathered so far about your key skills, talents, passions, and feedback, here is an elaboration on how to identify personal values and understand their significance in career choices. Let's start by analyzing your experience. Review your past experience, both personal and professional, and identify moments you felt the most fulfilled, motivated, and aligned with your true self. Consider the values that were present during those times. What kind of principles, beliefs were guiding your actions and decisions? Take note of any recurring theme or pattern. For example, reflecting on a volunteering experience where you felt fulfilled and motivated, you may realize that the value of compassion and making a difference in the life of others was present. Now, reflect on your passions and interests. Consider why these activities or causes make you vibrate. What underlying values do they represent? For example, if you are passionate about environment sustainability, it may indicate a value of responsibility or preservation of the planet that is important to you. So connect the dots between interests and the values they embody. It's now the moment to consider what it is non-negotiable to you. Think about the values that are non-negotiable in your life. What kind of principles or beliefs do you hold as essential and fixed? These may be deeply ingrained values that guide your behavior and decision-making. Reflect on these values, why they are important to you, and how they influence your choices. For example, honesty and integrity may be non-negotiable values for you and guide your behavior in personal and professional life. I ask you now to reflect on what brings you fulfillment. Identify the aspects of your life that bring you most fulfillment and satisfaction. It could be making a positive impact on others, or continuous learning, creativity, or even building meaningful relationships. Reflect on why these aspects are fulfilling to you and consider the values that underpin them. For example, you feel fulfilled when you have the opportunity to be creative and express yourself through art. So this might indicate that creativity is a value that resonates with you. On the other hand, I ask you now to explore contrasting situations or experiences where you felt a sense of dissatisfaction. What were the values that were compromised or absent in those situations? Reflecting on the values that were lacking can help you identify their importance to you and highlight values that you prioritize. For example, reflecting on a work experience where you felt unfulfilled, you realize that the absence of the collaboration and teamwork, which are important values to you, can contribute to your satisfaction. Engage in self-questioning. Ask yourself questions to dig deeper into your values. For example, what principles do I want to live by? What qualities do I admire in others? What should I stand for despite having to deal with difficult situations? What do I believe is necessary for a fulfilling and meaningful life? Take time to really answer these questions. We get now to the part where you will write down a list of values. So based on your reflections, create this list of values that you feel it's important to you. Consider what matters deeply in various aspects of your life, such as relationships, work, personal growth, and contribution to society. Identify values such as integrity, compassion, lifelong learning, independence, social justice, authenticity, creativity, collaboration, or personal growth, among others. Once you have made this list, prioritize your values based on their importance to you. Consider which values are really non-negotiable and serve as the foundation of your decision-making. It's common to have multiple values, but identifying the ones that really hold the greatest significance for you helps in aligning your career choices accordingly. You can now start thinking of opportunities that align with your values. Either research industries, companies, or specific roles that prioritize and promote those values that are important to you. Consider also how your skills, talents, and passions can be used in environments that foster the expression of your values. Because pursuing careers that align with your values enhances job satisfaction, personal fulfillment, and overall happiness. Remember that identifying your values is an ongoing process, so revisit them periodically as you grow and evolve. Use this knowledge about your values to guide your decision-making, to set goals also, to create a life that aligns with your authentic self. By this moment, you have already reflected about your skills, talents, passions, previous experience, and accomplishments, and now on your values. So you are now ready to take a step further. In the next section of this model, we will guide you in defining your career vision statement.